Hello to everyone, follow me. I'm gonna show you what I did in Oracle database Linux. I worked on the VM machine. First of all, I installed the Oracle database 21C in my VM, and then first of all I entered in the localhost user. I type through Oracle and then I get entered. Second one I did I write SQL plus as CDBA in order to get connected in SQL. Here we see I also entered in SQL, that this one, and also after that I created the user in the I opened the pluggable database. Then database will be altered. Let's show here ATA system registered, and then after writing pluggable database or open, I write ATA system register. Then after show PDBS, they show the default one. I'm gonna show you my own database I created. First of all, I wrote SQL plus as CDBA in order to get connected. Then after you see I gonna in the SQL. Then here in SQL ATA session set container CDBA root. This helps us to enter in the roots. Session added. This here tells us. Then after SQL create pluggable database, mudahemuka admin user MD identified by Trojan. Here is to create the user called MD admin identified by this password. And also after creating the user, we will write alter pluggable database mudahemuka open in order to open that user. Then after pluggable database will be altered. Then after alter pluggable database mudahemuka save state, we save that user. Then after we register her as we will type alter system register. Then after press exit in order to be disconnected in SQL. Then after to write exit, that is the error can't, and the programmer can get error while developing. Okay, while type exit and then we type in root, we type SQL plus as CDBA, and then we get connected also in our SQL. Then we will write this one called alter session set container CDBA root in order to enter in the database user called the roots normally. Then after entered in the CDBA roots, after getting session altered, we create pluggable database. Another user called Fidera. Then this line. Okay, create a plug database called Fidera. Also, user is MD admin identified by that password, and it will be pluggable database created. Then afterwards, alter pluggable database Fidera open. We open that database with user Fidera. After altered, alter pluggable database Fidera save state, and then we save Fidera. Then alter system register in order to register her. Show PDBS. First time we wrote show PDBS and we get the default ones. We get that one and that one. Now they are not only these two ones, they also come with Mdemuka and Fidera that user we're creating. Then after that one, we was jump to create. We just type exit, and then we entered in SQL to be connected. Also, we move on routes, and then we entered in SQL also, and then we wrote alter session set container equal mudahemuka. And then after, in order to give her the sessions, after this one, we create table called courage. Then we give the ID. Here in Oracle, on the ID, we don't work as in MariaDB and the other database we studied before. In this ID, we add the word called number generated, always identified primary key. This one can remember. Then after correction location and then correction name, we see that table will be created. Then after insert records in that our correction, we insert. Here we get error, and after we correct query. As developer, I get the error while developing, but I know that after my development there is no error occurred. Okay, the corrected one is this one. Insert courage, location name varies Kigali, RP Kigali. Row will be created. Then here means that in the ID we don't enter because it's the ID, entered as auto, and this one location and name we wrote them cause they're not ID. The location is Kigali and name of college is RP Kigali. Here we see our table will be created. Our table will be created. Then after we wrote the exit. Then after exits we will be. Then after exit we will go on localhost. And then we don't want to work in localhost. We want Twitter in our SQL. We wrote SQL plus as CDB again, and then we'll be connected, and then add a session container to the second database called the Federa that show PDBS. This one Federa. It comes Federa only because we choose only one. We wrote this one, this line, alter session container. We work on this container of Federa. Is the reason why we wrote show PDBS and it comes only Federa. They don't come up with the default ones and the Mudayamuka cause they were containing in the Federa. Then after we create table called parents. Parents ID generated by always identified by primary key, and then parents F name, and then parents LAN name, and then city. Table will be created, and then insert. Or on the insert there is the error, but caused by syntax error, bad writing, calling and not enough vary, calling few varies, and then after query to insert into parents, correct one is that one. Parents called Mucho Jafeti located at Kigali. This is codes of parents is that one. Then we wrote exit in order to return in our roots. Then after that the errors, don't care about one. Then after we type the query to enter in our SQL in order to get connected. As always is Sandra SQL plus as CDB, these ones, and then we be connected here, and then we come up here, and the other session is set container equal Federa to contain it. Then in that container select table name from all table where owner equal Federa. We're gonna to select the table in the container of user Federa and database Federa. Here they show us error, and the correct one is select the owner table name from Federa. Okay, Federa select owner table name from Federa. That the error talking about on desk parents. Here we wanted to select and show table parents. Table parents, its attributes and entity, and also their data type, varchar, not null. We don't put the int but there's not an alpha is the file name and city because they are string ones. Then we type exit. Then after desk parents, we was writing then after exit we come up with for it to be connected, these ones. Then after that one to be connected, type alter session set container cdb roots, return on database of roots. Okay, session be added. Create a plug database Fedora template. Here we're gonna create template. First of all, as I told you, return in root database called cdb roots, and then you be session added, and then you create a program database Fedora template from Fedora templates. Program database created, show PDBs. Here there is the Mudahemka Fedora and Fedora template, means that template will be created. Then we type exit again and show PDBs. Then after connected to SQL, and then we type show PDBs con ID. Then we see that our template will be created, and then that I think that is the rest to create the data, to create template. That is the last activity we have to do. Thank you, Chacha. This is my end of my work I did. Thank you so much to follow me.